Hello everybody, this is Debadrita from Parul Academy, and today we are go through a topic which is the living world. When we look around us, we find ourselves in extraordinary habitat, যেমন ধরো plants, animals and different objects as well. We also find different habitats on earth like the cold mountain inhabited by wolves, the deep oceans with magnificent creatures like the giant blue whale, the frog catching its prey in the rainforest, and the flight of the hummingbird to collect nectar. আরো কত কিছু। ইভেন আমরা আমাদের বাড়িতেও দেখতে পারি যে আমাদের পোষা বিড়াল বা কুকুর is growing from a little kitten or a cute puppy to an adult cat or dog. আমাদের চারিপাশে আমরা আরো কিছু জিনিস দেখতে পাই যেগুলো inanimate. They move only when we shift them. যেমন ধরো আমাদের আলমারিতে রাখা বই খাতা, চেয়ার টেবিল and so on. এই যে ক্রাইটেরিয়াটা, that is the ability to move, called locomotion, may help us to classify the world around us in two groups. One being the living, which has the ability to move, the other being the non-living, which is inanimate. Such an observation was present even in ancient times when the cavemen dwelled. The cavemen differentiated the things around them on the basis of their ability to move and respond. They were scared of the saber tooth and tried to run and hide. আবার অন্যদিকে আগুন দেখে তারা অবাক হয়ে যেত। They used the inanimate, non-living objects like rocks to make their stone tools. So even back then, the uniqueness of life was well observed and understood. As human beings evolved with time, আরো অনেক ধরনের observations were made and a vast diversity of living organisms were discovered. Life and its unique nature was more understood. Life as we now know is an unique, complex organization of molecules that express itself through chemical reactions which lead to growth, development, responsiveness, adaptation, and reproduction. The objects exhibiting such characteristics of life are designated as living beings. If we observe well, we will find a wide variety of living beings. To understand this, let us try this. আমরা কোনো বাগানে গিয়ে বা স্কুলের ক্যাম্পাসের সমস্ত গাছগুলো গোনার চেষ্টা করি। Give it a try. What do you think? Is it an easy task? No, right? আমরা যদি শুধু হার্বস, শ্রাবস আর ট্রিগুলো আলাদা করে গুনতে যাই, তাহলেও ক্যাটালগ করতে সমস্যা হতে পারে আমাদের। Such is the diversity, or shall we say biodiversity. Now all the diversity of life that we find around us are bound to have the following characteristics of living being. Let us go through the first few defining criteria or features of all living organisms without exception. The first one, cellular organization. Second one, metabolism. Third one, consciousness. Now let's discuss cellular structure. All organisms are made up of one or more cells. They have protoplasm. Cells organized as tissues, organ system. Next, metabolism. The sum total of all chemical reactions occurring in an organism. There are two kinds, anabolism and catabolism. Anabolism is the burning up reaction. Example, bone development, muscle mass gain, getting glycogen from glucose. Catabolism is the breakdown reaction. Example, breakdown of fat in the adipose tissue to give fatty acid and digestion of any food. Consciousness. Living organisms' ability to sense their surrounding or environment in the form of stimuli is important. Stimulus is a detectable change inside the organism or in its surroundings, which is responsible for evoking a special reaction. The ability to be aware of the surrounding and give a response to the external stimuli is called consciousness. The stimuli is received by the sense organs, such as the eye, the ear, the nose, tongue, and skin. The visible changes or reaction within an organism produced as a result of applied stimulus is called response. The stimulus can be three types: physical, chemical, biological. Examples of physical stimuli: response to light, heat, sound. For example, mimosapotica, response to touch. Some examples of chemical stimuli: response to scents by pollinating insects, tastes of different food are some examples of chemical stimuli. Biological stimuli: example, hormones interacting with the cells. Humans are kind of special in terms of consciousness. We are the only organisms which are able to be aware of himself, that is, it has self-consciousness. Now, there are more such characters that are found in the living beings other than the three mentioned defining characters, like growth, reproduction, healing, repair, movement, homeostasis, adaptation, energy requirements, and death. Let us learn about them in the next video.
What can it be? It is found in all the cells and is known as the living matter. To know the answer, keep watching the next video on the living world. Thank you.